We made a profit going 2-1 on Tuesday, and we are back with three more Stanley Cup playoff game breakdowns here on Wednesday, April 29th. Welcome into another episode of 5 Minute Wager brought to you by Better and Green. Guys, we did not get the first game right yesterday. Ended up giving out the over of 5.5. That was a 2-1 overtime final. Did tell you that I thought there was some value on the Bruins, but I did think the Sabres were going to win. So Bruins ultimately win that one low-scoring game. Yeah, like I said, told you there's probably some value on the Bruins, but not going to say that we won that one as we did give out the over. We did, however, win with the Wild at a nice plus. I think we gave them out plus 110 yesterday, and then one with the Oilers minus 160 as well. Oilers an absolute no sweat. I did have some action on the ice last night. I played the Minnesota Wild at a nice plus 115 price. So, yeah, really happy with how that game went. Now 4-0 in the Stanley Cup playoffs, guys, all at plus money underdogs. So, really loving how the playoffs have treated us so far. Three more plays today. Looking forward to getting into them here. But before I do, guys, just want to quick make mention, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. We're doing daily NBA, daily NHL, and daily MLB, NBA, whichever one I didn't say. But on a current 15-0 run, all sports, like I said, 4-0 in the NHL playoffs. I think we're on a 7-0 NBA run. I think maybe a 6-0 MLB run. So seeing all sports very well, and I'm doing daily videos breaking them all down. And yeah, I think I've really been talking about every single play that I've played during that stretch. So guys, head over to our channel, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for instant alerts so you won't miss our videos when they go live. First play for the MLB has already started. So, yeah, ring that bell. You won't miss those videos, especially on the MLB when there's some daytime games. If you do like this video, hit that like button for me. If you have just a minute to leave me a comment, I really appreciate that as well. Let's get into play number one here. The Montreal Canadiens heading back to Tampa to face the Lightning in game number 5, series tied 2-2. Minus 170 home favorite for the Lightning, plus 142 on Montreal, over under 5.5. I like the Habs a lot in this game, plus 142. We hit Montreal back in game 1 at a huge plus 160 underdog price tag. They end up winning that one in overtime. I'm coming right back here with them in Tampa. You know, these teams split in Tampa. They split in Montreal. Every game has been a one-goal game. So just getting the plus price here on the Canadiens and a nice plus price at that. I think this game goes to 7. So I'll be looking to take plus money as often as I can. It's kind of very similar to how I'm looking at Minnesota and Tampa. And, you know, kind of backs against the wall. Tampa has everything to lose in this spot. Montreal can play pretty free. It's a very similar situation to why we liked Minnesota yesterday. We do have Dobish in net for the Canadiens, Vasilevsky going yet again for the Lightning. These guys are equivalent in their numbers, save percent, goals against, obviously record as they've both played in each of the first 4 games. Completely similar. These two teams are, very, very similar in my opinion, and the Lightning being a minus 170 favorite makes no sense to me because they're at home. They split at home already. 3 of these games have gone to OT, like I said. Game 4 was not an OT game, but it was decided by 1 goal. Very easily could have gone to OT. The Lightning scored late in that one to win by a goal. But, yeah, give me the Canadiens, plus 142. All the values on Montreal. Really like that play tonight. 7:30 Eastern game here between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Game 6, the Flyers failed to close out the series in each of games 4 and 5, letting Pittsburgh sneak back in, but now they are back in Philadelphia. Flyers minus 120 home favorite, even odds coming back on Pittsburgh. I think the Flyers do close this one out here. All the pressure on Philly, so the Penguins should be playing pretty loose, but this is a team that got up to a 3-0 series lead. Obviously, let Pittsburgh get back in now 3-2, but at home, you have to take care of business. You're not going to be favored on the road to win this series. A lot of pressure here, but I think the Flyers are here for it. Young, scrappy group, and I think they take advantage of the Penguins and finally close out the series. Maybe got a little too sweaty for their own comfort, but I think we see the Flyers close this one out. We do have Artis Seelovs going in net yet again for the Penguins. Dan Vladar going again for the Flyers here. Both guys have played well, 2 goals against average, very similar save percentage. Vladar does have a shutout, 3-2. Seelovs, though, 2-0, has played in each of the last two games here. So Pittsburgh riding with the hot hand, but yeah, I think the Flyers close this one out. We so often see a team go up 3-0, and then, yeah, they might blow a game or two, but very rarely does it end up going seven. And yeah, I think the Flyers are the play at home to close out this series. Give me Philly minus 120 for play number two. And final game up here, the Utah Mammoth and the Vegas Golden Knights going back to Vegas, tied 2-2. Vegas minus 165 home favorite, plus 140 coming back on the Mammoth over under a 5.5. Same thing here with Montreal and with Minnesota. I like the Mammoth at the plus 140 price tag. These teams have showed you that they're very similar. Again, they split in Vegas, they split in Utah. Very close results. 2 games decided by 1 goal, 2 games decided by 2 goals each way. Utah's won by 2, won by 1. Vegas has won by 2, won by 1. So, excuse me. These teams are very similar here. Yes, going back to Vegas, a good home ice. A team that's been there, done that before. But I like that Utah is getting away from home off of that loss. I think they're playing, some loose hockey. Again, Vejmelka, Carter Hart. Vejmelka with slightly better numbers here than what Hart has, but again, very similar. Those two have played every game so far this series. It's just a value play on Utah here at plus 140 to take down the Golden Knights. Again, I could see this one going 7 games, and I don't want to be laying 165 with a team that is very similar in the previous 4 games to their opponent. So Mammoth are the only way I could look here. Now, I don't like the Mammoth quite as much as I like the Canadiens or liked the Minnesota yesterday because I'm much more of a believer in Minnesota and Montreal. Like, I could see either of those two teams going to the Stanley Cup final. So I can't see that with the Mammoth, which is the reason why I'll likely stay off of Utah in this one. But all the value on the Mammoth. If I'm playing that game, I'm definitely taking the dog. No way I'm laying that number with the Golden Knights. So, guys, that will wrap it for Wednesday's episode of 5 Minute Wager. Quick recap. We like the Canadiens as your plus 142 road underdog. We'll leave that as our best bet for the show. Flyers on the money line minus 120 to close out that series against the Penguins, and the Mammoth money line plus 140. Again, guys, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to our channel, consider doing so. Check out our Kentucky Derby video that is up on our page right now. Huge race this weekend. Everyone loves the Derby, and we have some bets for you there. We've hit each of the last 2 years the outright winner. We're going for the three-peat, so check that out. Check out my MLB and NBA breakdowns as well while you're over there. Again, ring that bell for instant alerts so you won't miss any of our videos. If you liked this one, hit the like button. If you got a minute, leave me a comment. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Until tomorrow, we'll see you for another episode of 5 Minute Wager, brought to you by Better and Green.